This is where we need like a 5-year-old for a really bad joke that they're really into, that we'll all just smile and nod, but.
And we are now live.
Perfect. Education Commission regular meeting notice and agenda December 29th, 2020, 6 p.m. Call to order, roll call.
Yes, thank you. Commissioner Olivia Robledo.
Present.
Commissioner Nicole Moore.
Present.
Commissioner Suzanne N. Llamas.
Present.
Vice Chair David Govea.
Here.
And Chair Angel Zobel Rodriguez.
Present. Now we have the Pledge of Allegiance led by Vice Chair David Govea. Do we not have the flag this time?
No.
All right, we will have one in our hearts.
Yeah. Right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you so much. Approval of the agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I move we approve the agenda.
Thank you.
I second.
Okay, Olivia, Suzanne. Roll call.
Commissioner Olivia Robledo.
Yes.
Commissioner Nicole Moore.
Oh, yes, I meant to say yes. I'm losing my mind.
Thank you. Commissioner Suzanne N. Llamas.
Yes.
Vice Chair David Govea.
Yes.
Chair Angel Zobel Rodriguez.
Yes, thank you. Public statements. Do we have any public statements, Cynthia?
There are no public statements for tonight's meeting.
Thank you. Commission matters. We have a presentation tonight, an introduction of the San Fernando Library. Information from manager Liliana Stepanian. And just to let you know, these presentations generally run about 10 minutes and then we can ask questions afterwards. So we're trying to be Zoom friendly. So if you can keep your comments to 10 minutes, thank you. And welcome.
Good evening. Thank you. I am Liana Stepanian, the library manager at San Fernando Library. San Fernando Library is part of the LA County Library System, which is comprised of 87 libraries, 10 bookmobiles, 10 maker mobiles, and a reading machine. I'm actually very excited to be here and meet you all virtually. As you already know, libraries are a center of learning, and we have a vast collection of print materials, including enormous collection of online services, programs, and resources. All the LA County libraries are closed for in-person services, but we do offer sidewalk service, which means that customers can request library materials and they can pick it up at our designated sidewalk service location. The hours are from Monday to Friday from 10 to 5 p.m. and on Tuesdays, 12 to 7 p.m. We also have wireless printing service where customers can send documents to be printed and ready for them to pick up at the library. In addition, we offer the hotspot and laptop Chromebook kits, which can be borrowed for 3 weeks and they can be renewed for 3 times. It has been very popular in our community and there's a huge waiting list for it, but we do anticipate in obtaining more kits since it is a high need in our community. Besides sidewalk service, we also have wonderful online services, resources that can either be accessed with a physical library card or a digital library card. We just actually started in offering the special cards. It's called for students. It's called the Student Card Plus. And these special cards can be obtained through a mutual partnership with the library and schools. How it works, it may take up to a few weeks, but schools compile all the students' information. They put it in an Excel document and then send it over to the library. And then we process all the applications, all the library cards, and then send it back to the school. This actually is a wonderful opportunity for all the students to be able to have a library card and offer all the wonderful services that the library offers, especially now when we are doing distance learning. I would like to quickly walk you through our website. Let me see if I can share my screen. Okay. it is lacountylibrary.org. Oh, what happened? Sorry. lacountylibrary.org. Okay, there it is. This is our online website, and I won't be able to show you through all the resources that we have. I'll just go over quickly a few of them. We do have, if you scroll down, you'll see a category, get a digital library card, Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi, virtual programming. And I would like to quickly go over the resources that are available through virtual programming. We offer Maker Mondays, where we make something new by following along with DIY, STEAM, and tech focus programs. We have Transformation Tuesday, where we learn life hacks, build new skills, and get tips for how to bounce back during these challenging times. We have Wellbeing Wednesday. We have Arts and Culture Thursday and Fun Friday. Right next to virtual programming, we have Work Ready, Borrow Laptop program. So we know that COVID-19 has heavily impacted our LA County library LA County communities, including record-setting job losses. So this program is designed just for anybody who's looking for a new job, looking to build new skills, or seeking out new career opportunities, but don't have the device or internet connection to make that happen. The Work Ready program is a 6-week session, and participants can borrow the kit from San Fernando Library. And it features weekly virtual programs that will cover topics ranging from writing cover letters and interviewing to identifying high growth careers and working from home. Interested participants can sign up through our website. Okay, sorry. And we also have resources for parents and students. We have Parent Aid, When Life Gives You Distance Learning. It features weekly virtual programs and accompanying resources covering a variety of topics related to the challenges of parenting during this time. We also have Positive Parenting Consultations. You can schedule a one-on-one consultation with one of our positive parenting librarians for resources and tips on common parenting issues. We also have Ready Rosie app, where you can sign up to get learning activities and parenting tips sent to your phone via email or text message. We have parenting videos and classes and much, much more. Okay, let's see. I also have Julio Catalan here with me, who is my Brother's Keeper's peer advocate. He will present more of the wonderful services and programs that we have for our parents and students.
Hi everyone, I'm Julio. I'm gonna try to share my screen now. 1 second. I'm disabled. I'm actually using my phone on my laptop. If you guys could enable the one that's not with my face, please, so I can share my screen. Oh, there we go. Cool. Thank you guys. All right. Okay, so like I said, my name is Julio Catalan, and I am a My Brother's Keeper peer advocate at San Fernando Library with LA County Library. My position mostly entails working with teens and creating and facilitating programs in the library with teens, such as Staying Financially Fit, which was a program about knowing how to spend your money and knowing how to tell the difference between necessities and wants. Also, Brain Fuse, where I explain how to take advantage of a free resource we have, all with your library card, of live tutors and live tutor help. Here at San Fernando Library, we do our best to create a comfortable environment for teens and for us to provide fun activities for them to join into. So, see, some of the resources you could take advantage of free with your library card is streaming movies, music, reading ebooks, reading magazines, and online homework help. As Yana mentioned earlier, to access our resources online or in person, you either need a physical or digital library card. To obtain a digital library card through the lacountylibrary.org website, an email account is needed. Once you have this set up, you can begin by visiting our website at lacountylibrary.org/downloads. All these resources are available as apps as well. One of the most essential resources for students is Brain Fuse. Brain Fuse Help Now is a tutoring website where they have homework help and you could interact with live tutors every day from 12 to 10 p.m. They have 24-hour writing lab where you could submit essays and other forms of writing for constructive feedback. They have a foreign language lab also that has Spanish speaking support and audio support. Then we have Canopy. Canopy has movies that you might recognize. It has indie movies, instructional videos. They have cartoons, even a section for kids. They also have educational videos. Sorry, the light turned off in here. Okay, sorry about that. You can start streaming with your library card on devices like Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. Then you have Hoopla. Hoopla, you could stream albums for a week, digital video for 3 days, and borrow up to 8 items per month. And on Hoopla, you could get audiobooks, comic books, ebooks, television shows, movies as well, and music. And you could download them onto your phone or devices. If you're interested in like the latest gossip on a certain pop star, the newest tech, a new car, even like to hear about the news, I don't know if you remember ever standing in a line in the market. You would pick up a magazine sometimes and just look through it and put it back down. Well, with RB Digital, you could do that as well. You have magazines from US Weekly, Vogue, Vanity Fair, Wired, and Rolling Stones. They also have audiobooks. And this is another resource you could take advantage for free with your library card. Then you have Libby. Libby's our app that we download. So you could download all, it's by OneDrive, sorry. And you could easily browse, borrow, and place holds and read and listen to the books that you get. You could even go on our lacountylibrary.org website and look at our featured book list if you need a book to read, if you're looking for something that we could, that we could show you guys. Then we have our LA County Library app. Our app makes it easy to digitally browse our collection, get details on items, select, check out an item, or place an item on hold for later pickup, and even renew items previously checked out. You can also add us on our social media websites like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Flickr, and YouTube. And on YouTube right now, we're making a lot of virtual programming that shows a lot of like segments for BrainFuse. If you're interested on BrainFuse, basically BrainFuse has different segments in like Job Now, Writing Lab, Live Tutor. And if you need help using them, we're making and creating virtual programs that explains every single segment on BrainFuse if you need help with that. Okay, so thank you guys for watching and thank you guys for listening to the virtual programming and all the resources we have at the LA County Library.
Thank you both. Thank you both for this presentation. You guys talked really fast. I think I wrote down as much as I could. Do we have any questions from the commissioners?
Actually, I have a question.
Go ahead, Suzanne.
Okay, I can see, thank you so much for this presentation. I can see why Councilwoman Mendoza was really excited about this program, but she was really excited about the Student Card Plus. Can you tell us the difference? This is a new service because of the COVID situation. Can you go over it just a little bit more to tell us the difference between the regular library digital card and the Student Card Plus? You mentioned a little bit about how we get the information, or the school gives the information to the library, but can you go over it just a little bit more and share with us the difference between this fine free card and our regular digital card?
Sure, of course. So with a physical library card, the students won't be able to stop by at the library and get a library card without their parents in presence. The parents have to come with them, and at times it is a barrier for parents and the students to come to the library and open a library card for their kids. And with this Student Card Plus, it's just directly they get a library card through the school. So the parents, yes, we do send out a letter letting the parents know that the students will be receiving library cards, but they don't actually need to physically stop by at the library to get a library card because it is a requirement. Parents need to be with students. And also with a regular library card, if they turn in a book late, they accumulate fees. And at times parents also forget that their kids checked out books, and they keep accumulating fees. But with a Student Card Plus, there are no fees. as long as you return the items, then as long as we have it back, it doesn't matter if it's 10 days late or 20 days late, they won't be accumulating fees. But we have to have the item back eventually. And with a digital library card, you can only check out, I think, few items, but with the Student Card Plus, it is more than that. So there are differences, and this way we're actually trying with the school, it's much easier to get all the students' library cards, as opposed to if a student stops by with their parent to library to get a library card.
Thank you for that information.
Hope I answered the question.
And also, Liana, the other thing was, oh my goodness, I forgot the question. Okay, fine free digital. Oh yes, who have you already communicated with in regards to the fine free library plus card?
I have communicated to all these 17 schools within our service area. I have reached out to San Fernando High, San Fernando Middle, Elementary, Morningside, O'Melveny, POC schools. So all these 17 schools that are within our service area. But I only received email from the POC charter, and we were able to get all their students' library cards.
Wow, great. Okay, thank you for answering those questions.
Any other questions?
I have a question.
Sure, Olivia.
Let's see, in the virtual programming, the slide went by quickly, but I saw it was 11 o'clock that whatever I saw was offered. Do you have things after school for the students also? Because they're in school at that time.
The Brain Fuse is 24/7, but the live tutors are on there from 12 p.m. from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. So
Okay.
they're on there 24/7, but the live tutors is 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. and it's 24/7. And you could always leave a question to a tutor and they'll respond really fast within a day or less.
Okay, I was actually referring to the one.
For the virtual programs, yes, we do actually.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Yes, we do offer programs for after school for students.
Okay.
If this is why it's good for them to have a library card and then be familiar that they will give them the opportunity to familiarize themselves with our website, where they can visit and they can get more information, and they can sign up actually, and they receive notifications. Oh, by the way, this program is coming up. You can sign up for this, whatever interests them, the topic that interests them. They can sign up ahead of time.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions? I had a real quick one. With the homework help, how high does it go? When the kids get into the AP classes and it doesn't even look like it's in English, the math there's no numbers in the math. How does that go?
They have all courses. They have college courses. It starts from kindergarten all the way to college level and higher.
Fantastic.
They also have, yeah. And they also have AP courses, and they have practice tests. So they have everything, honestly. And they also have stuff for their parents and adult learners.
Fantastic. And very quickly, with college app season just finishing, does the county library offer any kind of college application support?
I'm not sure about the library, but Brain Fuse actually has a section for financial aid support. They help you with
Okay,
financial
that's
aid.
Fantastic.
And it's live tutor help as well.
That is, FAFSA is terrifying.
Yes, it is.
All right, thank you so much. Any other questions? We really appreciate you guys. We also know that you guys have the Wi-Fi live in the parking lot, which makes you, and I saw on the website, there's actually a Wi-Fi locator for within the county. That is fantastic news for a lot of our students. I look forward to working with you guys. You have our emails, so if you need anything, please reach out. We're very appreciative. Wish you guys both a happy new year. You're welcome to stick around, but you can also, if you have other things going on, you're welcome to scoot.
Thank you
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody.
Happy New Year's.
Thank you.
Bye.
Happy New Year's.
All right, next up, discussion and possible action regarding the 2020-2021 scholarship process applications and awards ceremony. Do we have, it's very early, and I know most high school students and I know most college students, do we have any in yet?
There are a few.
See, I don't. I wanted to lead with that because there's always that kid, and I'm proud of those kids as well. So we have a few. That's good news.
Under 5 for each category.
Okay, but that's a start. That's a start. I did talk to one of the schools this week, and they mentioned that when they go back in January, that's when they're going to do a heavy push because they would like to work with the students, that's absolutely fine as well. I just wanted to make sure that obviously the email's working and we haven't heard any problems about either the essays or the prompts or the forms are not where everything's working fine so far. Okay, is there anything we need to talk about with the scholarship right now?
No, just the deadline, February 19th. Just make sure if you guys can spread the word. I know the local high schools here know about it, but you know, we want to make sure that everyone who is eligible to apply gets to apply. I know some students slip through the cracks occasionally. So if you have a neighbor kid, if you have, you know, kids you see at the, you know, or chateria line or something, just spread the word and let's try to get some really good applications in this summer round. But beyond that, no, they're all live. The forms look great. Cynthia, you guys did a fantastic job in coordinating, organizing all that, and excited to kick off this next season.
And if we can ask, I know that there's a whole lot more important things in the world going on, but at any time that there's a chance to run a slot in social media, it's going to be a theme tonight, but the scholarships, if we can run the information with the scholarships, I've passed it out. The schools are obviously closed until the middle of January, but any time we can get eyeballs onto the form while the kids are literally doing not much would be wonderful. So we have anything else to discuss? Or we're going to go right through this one? We're going to have a quick one tonight.
I do have a budget update, if I may.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. So I am going to share the latest update. This may be extremely teeny tiny.
We'll trust you, just read.
It was also sent to us
That's
today
way
as
better.
well.
We have $1 million.
Okay, then we don't need to see the numbers. That sounds great.
Yeah, so the California Latino Water Coalition was generous and donated $500 for the $250 for the Elias Rodriguez and $250 for the Gabriel Fernandez scholarship. We have received those funds and those funds are ready to go in the account. So I have updated the spreadsheet to reflect that. We also have the donations received from, let's see, from former Mayor Fajardo. I have to update this sheet. And then we have 2 pledged ones that will be incoming in January.
Okay.
Other than that, everything has been carried over. And then those funds are still available from the annual budget requests that were made to the City Council last year around March. So that totals up to $799, and that would be for the ceremony.
Okay.
We used for.
Great, thank you.
Since I can't see this, perhaps we can send that around via email to you commissioners.
I think it was part of the agenda packet, wasn't it?
It was sent today.
Yeah.
Okay.
I sent it out. Yeah.
Okay.
Are we still holding up hope for a real ceremony this year?
We can hold out hope. I mean, I think we probably want to be as realistic as possible because just two vaccines each for a whole lot of people, but we will be creative. I know we've had discussions about at least keeping our minds open and trying to come up with ideas. When we were talking, Cynthia had a fantastic idea that if we can't do a ceremony, even maybe more than baked goods, if we gave them a college care package, you know, which would be fantastic for a lot of kids. And we could certainly figure that out once we get past once we get past the awarding and we know who we're awarding and what we're awarding, and we can look at it. But I will never say never. If everything is magic by May, then I'm all ready for a ceremony. So any other questions about scholarship? Okay, then we can keep moving. Discussion number 3, discussion possible action regarding a principal's outreach letter in lieu of the principal's brunch. I have updated the letter. I'm going to try to do the screen share in a second, but let me talk first because I will not be able to talk while I'm pushing buttons. I've made the corrections to the mayor and I've gotten rid of all of the italicized in it. If this was to go, I talked to Cynthia, this would go before city council as of the January, is it 19th meeting? 18th, 19th? Is it the 19th?
The 19th.
Oh, because the 18th is a holiday.
Mhm.
Okay. I know the 4th was a Monday. I got it. January seems so far away and we know it's not. All right, let me try to do the magic. All right, select a window. I will do this and then teacher spotlight and come. Here we go. All right, that was not that painful. It is the same letter as it was last time. The only corrections that I made was that I updated the mayor and got rid of the italicized. If we feel comfortable with the letter as is, we can submit it for the council for the 19th.
Yeah, I think we've been working on this for a while. I think we've chopped it up as much as we could. I think it serves the purpose of informing.
And I did make the change from the end of the semester to the beginning of the next semester, but Olivia's response about taking understanding, creativity, and resilience to lead a school, the tone is perfect. If we're going to send this to city council, then we would need a vote for that, Cynthia?
That is correct. It would be to use the city letterhead and seal.
Right, to use the city letterhead, and then it will go out as an email.
We can send it both via email and
Okay.
as a letter.
Okay. All right, then I will move that we adopt this letter and send it to city council for approval for letterhead approval. Is that enough?
For use
You want
of the letterhead and city seal.
And the city seal, because we wouldn't want the letterhead without the city seal.
One thing, Angel,
And
on
yes,
the salutations where it says dear principals and directors, would it be maybe a better, an idea to put school directors? Because there's so many different kinds of directors.
Because they're principals. In LAUSD, they're principals. But
Right.
if some,
If you feel more comfortable adding the word school directors, these letters are only being sent to principals and school directors. So if someone else is the director of Title I or something else, they wouldn't be getting this letter. So,
but if you want to put school directors, is that what you
we
mean?
certainly can. I mean, that's not difficult. I can do that right now.
Because some schools have so many different kinds of directors, and even though the school principals are going to be receiving it, whether their title is principal or director, it's just
Okay,
more.
so it now says school directors. I've moved. Do we have a second?
Second,
Second it.
Okay.
let Olivia second it.
Okay, we'll let
Olivia's
Olivia
okay.
second it.
Yes.
I first did, she seconded. Can we have a roll call vote, please?
Yes, of course. Commissioner Olivia Robledo,
Yes.
Commissioner Nicole Moore,
Yes.
Commissioner Suzanne N. Llamas,
Yes.
Vice Chair David Govea,
Yes,
and Chair Angel Zobel Rodriguez.
Yes, please.
Motion carries.
Motion
I have
carries.
I have a request.
Go ahead.
Could we have this sent to us, the commission, so we'll just have a copy of the last draft of the letter?
Yeah, you still have access, but I can definitely send it as a PDF. Do we want to send it with the seal and everything else so that we
Yeah.
have the official version, or just?
I think so.
Okay. So then,
I think we should have a copy.
yeah. All right, then
Good idea.
Cynthia, can you send the email version to the commission?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll also
All
send
right.
out this draft so that everyone has it way before that next meeting in January.
Perfect. All right. I assume that one of us should go to city council to present the item.
I believe this may be the same day that we're awarding student of the month as well. So
Okay,
if
all right.
I
Do
can
you-
present the item if none of the commissioners are
Well,
available.
if it's the same day we're doing student of the month, I mean, that's what I'm trying to figure out. If we're already going to be doing student of the month, then we could very easily.
yeah, I think depending on when it's agendized, if it's early on directly after, it's something that I can jump in. But if it's a later commission or council matter, I think maybe Ms. Fritz would be more.
We can tag team. I mean, I know we don't all need to be sitting in the lobby waiting to get in.
So I
or maybe we
believe
do.
I believe this item would appear under the consent calendar.
Okay.
And those are usually slam dunks, they approve all the items under consent. There's really no discussion. So it's entirely up to you if one of you wants to stay for it, but I certainly can read the report and get it passed.
Okay, thank you. It sounds like one of us will be there, but we probably, we'll figure it out, David. It doesn't sound like it's going to be, if it's consent calendar, this should be pretty easy. All right, anything else on the principal's brunch outreach letter that's not a brunch? All right, then discussion and possible action regarding San Fernando Teacher Spotlight nomination, selection, and presentation procedures. We did not get any new applications, which doesn't surprise me because the kids pretty much took their finals and then kind of, they kind of, the last thing they were thinking about is school. Again, following up on the same theme, I will reach out to the schools, but if we can have it on social media for eyeballs to remind them that we have Teacher Spotlight as well as the scholarship information, it will be helpful. Also understanding that we're not, I'm sorry, that we're looking for applications for it, but that we're not, we don't necessarily give one every single month. The other ones we have, we can reconsider it in the future, but I also don't want to is that my computer that's blinking or is it somebody else's?
It's yours.
Okay, I have a very, can you see it?
I can see a little light right beneath.
It's like, yeah, I have a disco strobe effect going, so I don't want to lose my computer again. Anyway, I don't have anyone else to nominate for this month. So we can move on to number 5, if that's okay.
Cool. Yeah, and I just to kind of add to that, I'm not sure if Commissioner Moore, what your experience on the school site was these last few weeks, but it was a little chaotic kind of figuring everything out with finals and grading, and there's a lot of questions. So it's not surprising we didn't get any new applications for this. Being that we're going to have a brand new semester coming in January, again, another one of those things that if we can promote via social media or networks, we would love to get more nominations from various school sites. Right now, it's very heavy in terms of where it's coming from. So if you could just, again, tap whatever network you guys have, and hopefully we can get some more eligible nominees for Teacher Spotlight.
Yeah, right now, we are very heavy on social justice. The kids are very keenly aware that even after Mr. Vasquez won, there was several kids that day that nominated other teachers, and we would like to spread the love. So I will reach out again to Eduardo and to the school board member's office, and we'll see what else we can get. But definitely, if we know anybody else that can possibly, touch base with any of the students, especially some of the younger students. I know that's harder, and if that comes through a student and a parent, we're completely okay with that. But then, okay, number 5 is discussion and possible action regarding the San Fernando Student of the Month nomination, selection, presentation, and procedures.
This has to be probably the quickest meeting I think we've ever had. All right, everyone. So we, being, I guess, with the theme of today's meeting, we have one application for our December, January San Fernando Student of the Month. Since there's really no discussion, I'll go ahead and briefly introduce this student. This student is a 12th grader at ACE The theme for this week or for this month was leadership. I think we had the conversation about the theme because usually we do academic achievement, but because this is such a weird year academically, I think we shifted a little bit to represent or recognize some of the leadership that we're seeing a lot of people do. So we received one from a teacher, Paula Hayden, and the student's name is Lorena. And I'll go ahead and read real quick, and then we'll just go ahead and vote to approve. Lorena consistently maintains a high GPA and class rank while in AP and honors courses. She balances her schoolwork with her leadership and involvement in ASB. Additionally, Lorena recently submitted college applications to UC, Cal State, and private institutions, and she is pursuing higher education following her high school graduation. The additional information discusses about being a first-generation college student, taking prominent positions at school, even during distance learning, and just having a positive impact on leading the school side. So, you know, she's involved in leadership committees, student government. So I definitely think Lauren is a kind of kid who we had envisioned when we were thinking about leadership. So on that note, I will put a motion forward to accept Lorena as our December, January San Fernando Student of the Month. Our only one for this time. Any other discussion or second?
I will second. Roll call.
Commissioner Olivia Robledo,
Yes.
Commissioner Nicole Moore,
Yes.
Commissioner Suzanne N. Llamas,
Yes.
Vice Chair David Govea,
Yes.
Chair Angel Zobel Rodriguez.
Yes.
All right. So a couple of logistical things on that then we need to discuss. The date we'd be able to present to council that works for council, and discussing how we want to approach the kind of award trinket that we give, because we are officially out of horchata vouchers. So I know we've been kind of coming out of pocket. I'm willing to do it again if need be, or if anyone else has to, wants to, is willing to. It's great to support our local businesses.
Chair Govea, how much is the voucher?
The voucher didn't have an actual price attached to it, but it was about, I would say, less than $10. It was for a drink and I think a small churro. They printed them exclusively for us. So Commissioner Robledo reached out to them, and they were really excited to work with us. We've been reluctant to reach out to any of our small businesses, asking them for anything free, just because everyone's struggling right now. So I figure, you know, it's probably easier if we just pitch in ourselves and support it, and then maybe as things normalize.
I would be happy to pitch in, say, $40. That's 4 students.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
okay,
That's fantastic.
And worst case, if they don't have those exact vouchers, we'll just buy gift certificates. We'll buy 4 of them for the next month or so.
Absolutely.
Olivia.
I still have the email from the gentleman from their corporate office. I can ask him if he can send us more, and you know that we'd be willing to, well, purchase them, I guess, or he may give them to us. And the other person that did tell me sometime in summer, I saw her, was Patty from McClay Flores. She had such a great experience with a student coming in to get her arrangement when we gave that gift out. That she told me, she said, whenever you want me to do it again, I want to do it again, because the young lady came in and, you know, picked out something for her mom and had never given her mom an arrangement.
Oh.
And she almost cried. And so Patty had a whole story about this, and she said to go back to her. So I can, you know, I can do that. I can go back to Patty.
If you feel comfortable and you would like to, we also want to be cognizant that it is a very difficult time for all of the small businesses. So if they can't, that's fine, and maybe we will tap them for, and we'll figure out how to pitch in or how to take care of it. But I don't want to put any of our small businesses in a difficult position, either to feel like they have to.
I feel comfortable, and I feel that she would be honest with me. So
okay, and that's fine. And some, you know, sometimes it's not that big a deal, or if there's a corporation behind it, it might be a little bit easier. It's worth asking. It's definitely worth asking if you feel comfortable asking. But I'm also okay making small donations here and there to keep it going until until we're all vaccinated and we're all okay.
Olivia, I also agree with you. I think Patty Navarro, she would love to help in this situation. Also, I'll donate $50 for this this occasion. I'll go.
Well,
I'll
I'll
go.
up mine. I'll up mine to $51.
Not a bidding war. We love all the commissioners and the clerks the same, but we very much appreciate it. Olivia, if you want to reach out first and try to coordinate it through Julia, just so that if they are able to donate it, or if they want to let us purchase them so that they are the same,
Okay.
you know, and then just we'll keep everybody in the loop and see where we can go from there. We have until January 19th. So,
Okay. So after I talk to her, do I contact Cynthia then and let her know? Is that what I should do? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is that okay, Cynthia? Are you okay being the point person on that, or?
Yeah, definitely.
okay.
Both me and Julia will be happy to help.
Okay, that's perfect. That way we avoid all of the Brown Act magic.
Right.
Of getting everybody involved. Although we really want to know next meeting how it all works out, because we're always eager to hear.
I just want to say that I know it's, you know, very difficult times for small business and so forth, but the spirit of giving these recognitions to the students was to give an opportunity to the merchants to be
Absolutely.
part of it. So if they can't be part of it, it's too hard right now. We understand, but you know, that's the spirit of what we were doing in giving them.
Absolutely. And that's why with Teacher Spotlight, we've been kind of bouncing around who's donating, because I'm not going to ask the businesses right now for a gift card. So, but if you feel comfortable asking, absolutely, and that would be wonderful, and we appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you, Olivia.
We have the nominee, we have the date, we have potential gift. Are we running out of information for the student of the month? What is next month, David?
Do you want to bring the student of the month to the second meeting in January?
That's yeah, the 19th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, usually there's not any issues with that. So I do need that to confirm the date today, though, or maybe by this week, just so I can let the recipient and the school site know, just so they can send whoever it is. So as soon as kind of we get off and, you know, you discuss with who needs to be discussed with, if we can have that, be great. And then our next one, I'll go through the list. Okay, is going to be kindness. So
Kindness,
February,
okay.
Yeah, kindness, caring, allies. I think we emphasized. Had a good conversation about that. So we'll be doing that for February, and
Perfect.
I'll get the forms out, and I'll be sending that out once we all get back from our break. So.
All right, thank you. Anything else? We done with the student of the month? All right, general commissioner comments. Going once?
Yeah, I'll jump in.
Go ahead, David.
Yeah, so I'm not sure how I'm pretty sure you guys are all keeping up with the news, but just this week, the state of California classified teachers and school site workers under plan or phase 1B for vaccinations. So it's looking as if people who work on school sites might get the vaccine as early as January, maybe, you know, February-ish. So that's really exciting news for those that want to go back into the classroom. Whether or not that'll happen this school year, probably not, I'm assuming. But you know, to at least know that the teachers and school staff will be protected when we do return is very comforting. So as a school teacher, I was just, you know, smiling ear to ear when I heard that. So I just want to throw that out there so you guys know teachers were put up there in kind of the higher tier in terms of who should be getting the vaccine first.
Good news. Anyone else?
I'll just
Go ahead.
claim that I will be in that line.
All right, Olivia next.
Okay, I actually have a couple of items. One is I was so proud of our Master Mariachi Apprentice program sponsored by the City of San Fernando with their holiday presentation. I don't know if anyone here saw it, but it was an excellent presentation, and it was on YouTube. And it really had a lot to do with education, because These student musicians also receive so much instruction about presentation, language, and knowledge of the music, but overall, it's just about perseverance, not giving up, doing well in school. And if they're not doing well in school, then they can't participate. So it's very, as I watched the program, I thought, wow, this is really connected to what the city is doing with students and children as far as education goes. So I just wanted to highlight that. And if you didn't get to see it, I think it's still on YouTube, and you just go to the YouTube, City of San Fernando Rec and Community Services, and I think it's somewhere there. So that's the Mariachi Master Apprentice Program. If you get to see it, it is, oh, what they did that was spectacular, I thought. They just didn't have the music. They give a little history of the city of San Fernando. And they go to different sites. And so you see them, one of the sites was the commercial center of San Fernando. So you see them in front of some of like James that has been there forever. And so forth. So you know, they do a really good job of presenting the city. Sorry, my children. So anyway, that was one thing. I just wanted to highlight that and just say how very fortunate we are to have these instructors that come from a professional, international renowned mariachi, Los Camperos. And I don't know how we got here. I mean, I know it was Virginia Dedeker who brought this rich opportunity to our students. And so we're just, you know, it's like a jewel in our city. And so I just wanted to highlight that. The other question I have is the principal or director, I'm not sure, maybe Suzanne can help with this, Stan Leandro. He was the principal of Bonn, the high school, Visa. And so he just retired. And so he's done a lot for the community. I know the school isn't in the city limits, but many of the students that attend there live in the city limits of San Fernando. So I don't know if we can suggest that the city council recognize him in some way or send him some kind of a certificate, or I don't know. But I was on his retirement Zoom party, and there were students, I'm sure, that lived in San Fernando that were thanking him. And he was more than just a manager of the school. He was like a second father to many of the kids. And he has been ever since. He used to actually be a counselor here at San Fernando Middle School. So I don't know where to go with this, but I just want to make that suggestion that if the city could recognize him in some way, or our commission, I don't know. So
I think the city council would love to recognize him. Sounds like he has done a lot and has been very involved in the community. And if one of you perhaps could maybe write a story of him, just the history, I can present it to the city manager, and I'm sure that we can bring it on to one of the upcoming council meetings.
okay.
Yeah.
Olivia, can you take the lead on that?
I can with Suzanne, because she also had worked there with the.
Okay, so you guys could tag team on that.
Yeah, Stan has San
Just
Fernando.
some history
Yeah.
of, you know, when he started, where he was, where he moved to, what school he ended with.
Yeah.
It would be really, that'd be very cool.
Moore also has background too, since she's worked
I know
with him.
3 of us can't, but I was also on that same Zoom that Olivia is talking about, because he was my boss for the past 13 years too. So
We
I'm
can get
happy to contribute if there's anything y'all need.
Okay.
Well, then you can present it at city council. You can be there to present
I
it at city
think that
council.
would be great, Nicole, if you could do it, you know, because you are connected to him currently. I'm kind of connected to him more on the musicianship side. He was in a mariachi group with my brother, Beto. And so we've known each other for many, many years. And so anyway, but I think it'd be great if you could present it to him.
Okay.
And also I can get the background information from a couple of people who have already collected the information.
Perfect.
Yeah, so that should be an easier task.
So we'll get that done. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you. Very briefly, I know that early decision and early admission information went out, and San Fernando is going to be very well represented at several Ivies and West Coast Ivies. For the kids who are still waiting to hear, we are sending strength and positive thoughts through March when the rest of the decisions go through. That's all I have. Does anybody have anything else? Okay,
I just want to mention, I'm sorry, I just want to mention one thing that's kind of been on my mind. It's been bothering me, and I didn't, I just kind of want to discuss it or have you think about it. And I'm not too sure if our hands are tied from the Brown Act. But this is in regards to our scholarship selection process. It's such a wonderful program, and we get so many applicants. And I believe the way it was designed was so that way where we won't be, we'll be very objective as to how we're selecting the scholarship winners. I have a problem with discussing or doing the scholarship selection process online or in public. And the reason being is maybe there's comments, maybe a negative, maybe a comment that would be positive for one applicant, but then maybe not that positive for another applicant. And so we
kind of need to talk
I
about
want to
that,
interject
Suzanne.
about that. You need to agendize that for
we need when we're discussing the scholarship event during the meeting next month, you can bring up concerns about that, but that specifically would have to be agendized.
Okay, sounds good.
But it was agenda. Yeah, it was agendized because we have the information on this the thing, but we were now just in commissioner comments. So
well, that was my comment.
Okay. And so next month I will make sure to call on you with concerns about any other commissioner comments. We can go to staff communications.
Yes, Madam Chair and Commissioners, I have a flyer that I wanted to show you. We are, via Vice Mayor Mendoza, bringing a item to council on Monday to support. And Cynthia, if I can share my screen. Do you see it? Can you see me now? Yes? No? Okay. Second.
Here we go.
Here we go. Okay.
There you go.
View. Okay. So we have an organization. Well, it's the Los Angeles College, East Los Angeles College and Expo. They are having a, College and Career Expo in February for the 3 days. We're bringing this to council to request that we partner with them, as well as they have requested to use our city logo on, just like these right here, on various marketing materials, as well as requesting to put this information on our social media sites. So I just wanted to bring this up to you. If you're interested, I can send you this flyer. There's a lot more information that I'm not going to get into, but it's a very well done program, and this is their second annual College and Career Expo.
If you send it to us, I know we can send it to the high schools in town and make sure. I'm sure that our partners at LAUSD already have it, but if you send it to us, I'll make sure that they do.
Okay, I will definitely send this to you. And that's all that I have this evening.
I do have something else to add. First off, Commissioner Llamas, I'd be happy to touch base with you regarding scholarship details so we can have a phone call and then hash all that out to bring your comments forward to the next meeting. So I'll be happy to help. And then
Thank you.
Councilmember Cindy Montañez sent a quick message just to wish you all the best and to share that she's looking forward to working with you all. There's a quick message that I'm relaying.
Thank you. All right. Anything else? Are we communicated out? Okay.
Oh, wait, I do have,
Oh,
I just thought of
see?
something. Sorry.
It's
I
okay.
just thought of.
That's why we hem and haw just a little bit.
Yeah, I
A
just
month is a
thought
long time to
of
wait. Go ahead.
bringing this up. It probably is pretty substantive to a couple of the commissioners on this commission. This Monday, we are also bringing to council the appointments procedure on the commissions and committees. And as everyone knows, there are two new council members, and they are eligible to nominate their own commissioners for each of the, I think we have 6 commissions: disaster, the planning commission, education commission, parks and rec, etc. So the item is coming before council this Monday, but they're not choosing or appointing or removing anyone from these commissions that evening that I'm aware of. There's a procedure that must be done. An individual, and I think all of you probably went through this, must submit an application, and that application is taken to council, and then your appointment is ratified through city council. So I just wanted to give you a heads up on that.
What you're telling us is there are no applications yet.
I'm not telling you anything, Miss Moore.
But it's not on the agenda.
It is definitely going to appear on the agenda as a discussion. They made some little changes and such to the liaison commissions and the ad hocs, but the appointments to these commissions, our regular commission meetings, isn't going to happen that evening unless they vote that something happens. It is not written in the staff report to happen this evening on Monday.
Thanks for letting us know.
Thank you. All right. If that is all the staff communication, then we are at everyone's favorite part of the meeting. Do I have a motion?
I will put a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I second.
Okay, and Suzanne seconds. All right, roll call.
Commissioner Olivia Robledo,
You're muted, Olivia.
You're muted, Olivia, if you want to vote to adjourn. She's
so
holding on to.
I'm so
She wants
sorry.
to hold
Yeah.
on. Holding on to the meeting.
Commissioner Nicole Moore,
Yes.
Commissioner Suzanne N. Llamas,
Yes.
Vice Chair David Govea,
Yes.
and Chair Angel Zobel Rodriguez.
Yes, want to wish everybody a happy new year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Safe New
Bye.
Year.
We're at
Bye.
7:01. Happy New Year.